you see?
It's happening again.
The internet thing. I checked the internet. There isn't. I was smiling. I was like, Dad, I was second too late. Your camera's retarded. You pop-tart.
Mike, sing a sing.
Sing us in Sharknado 2.
Sharknado.
There was a plane.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a New York.
New York, yeah.
They met. Got married. Bought a city in the suburb.
What
do you do? Do they have kids?
Why are you eating?
I'm hungry.
We're working. One thing that can be said about Sharknado 2 is it's better than the first one.
Yeah.
Because the first one, it was just boring. Like, nothing happened until the very end when he chainsawed a shark. And the second one, at least, we were laughing like the whole time. You know, we were actually like we had fun with it.
It would yeah. No, I'm really glad.
There was black people. There were plenty of black people.
It was two great moments.
Okay, let's just go over the rules first. We'll go over the drinking rules.
Okay.
Okay. Number one, we didn't follow it because if we did, we would be dead.
Yeah.
They say, well, the only time Sharknado is said is when Al Roker says it, but he says it a lot. Like
I think Matt Lauer eventually says it, like you know, like he was finally like learned to say Sharknado because he kept saying like a shark.
Like they kept going into these like news segments, and it was Matt Lauer and Al Roker,
like actual guys.
Like, yeah, like the actual news anchors, and Al Roker said Sharknado like a lot. So if we followed that, we would have been drinking like a lot. Also, we drank for at the beginning of the movie. It shows a book called How to Survive a Sharknado. I'm gonna put a picture up in this video right over the whole friggin' thing. Why not? But it's an actual book you can buy. You can go on Amazon, type in How to Survive a Sharknado, and you will find a product that you can purchase. I'm gonna buy the hell out of that. I'm gonna buy one. It's a real thing. So number one, the drinking rule was good. They say Sharknado a lot. If you're looking to get plastered, it's a good rule. For me and Mike, we haven't been drinking a lot, so we just kind of skipped over it because...
Like once per scene kind of thing. It wasn't
like not even that. Number two, ethnic people. I was very impressed. The first person to die was a black woman. We had to pause and go over it like 3 or 4 times.
We weren't sure. I wouldn't.
He kept saying it was a white dude, but it was a black woman.
But I mean, well, when we paused it, it looked like a skeleton or something. Like she melted before she gets sucked out of the plate. But
no, it was legitimately a black woman.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is there was ethnic people in this movie. In the first movie, it was only white people. Like legitimately, only white people were in the first movie. This one, there's actually like an impressive amount of not white people.
They're breaking. It's you know it's breaking race barriers.
I'm so sweaty. Number 3, submarines. No.
Oh.
Number 4, establishing text. No.
No.
Number 5, sexy time.
No.
He makes out with a black chick. That's about it.
But no.
Number 6, punches a shark. They come close.
With the electric gun, the chick with the electric gun thing was like maybe the...
Yeah, and there's the part where
it's like sawing their faces off.
Where it was the football player turned talk show host.
Oh yeah,
where there's a part that kind of upset me where it was a talk show host. I can't remember who he is, but he used to be a football player.
I mean, he used to be a football player.
He like grabs a shark and then it cuts away. So like you could have told like he's probably not gonna punch that shark, but it cut away too fast.
At least get a body slam or something.
Number 7, homage to better movies.
I'm gonna say Evil Dead, man.
There's an Evil Dead, I think. Happy Days.
Oh, you mentioned jumping the shark. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a Happy Days reference. By that point, we kind of stopped drinking because we're lightweights.
Yeah.
Number 8, non-shark-related death. There's a lot actually. This kind of ties into number 12, but there's a part where Statue of Liberty's head is cut off.
Oh yeah.
And it rolls down the city, and part of it flies off and cuts somebody's head off.
That was pretty crazy.
What else was there? There was people like sucked out of a plane. There's a lot of non-shark-related deaths.
Quite a bit.
Number 9, hint the sequel. Not really. They didn't really hint to anything.
It just ended.
By
just like the first one.
When it ended, they just rushed through it. They just tried to end it as quickly as possible. Number 10, scientific explanations. Not really.
No.
They kept cutting to news clips with like weather reports and stuff. That wasn't really enough in my book.
Yeah, it was just something like, oh, sharks and tornadoes. Those things like you say Sharknado.
Number 11, chainsaws. Towards the end, there's a lot of chainsaws. The main character gets a chainsaw. There's actually the best scene in the movie. They hand him a chainsaw and he revs it up, and a shark comes and he does this cool pose where he cuts the chainsaw, cuts the shark, and it's like all the budget was wasted on the CGI. It looked. I mean, I'm too drunk to really say, but it looked pretty cool.
It did look cool. Like, it still looks fake, but it did look really cool. I was like, nah.
Number 12, the New York landmarks. Really, it was only the Statue of Liberty. I mean, I'm not familiar with New York, so...
Was that big building they're in, where they blew up the tornado? Was that...
I don't know.
It was like the Empire State or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a horrible person when it comes to American buildings. I'm a bad person.
I feel like these rules aren't bad. It's just we didn't drink too much to them because we can't handle drinking that much.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing this review right now if we drank.
Yeah, we would have died.
Kind of cap it.
Yeah. God, that was so freaking sweaty. Oh my lord. This movie's weird because it's meta but not meta at the same time.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be way more self-aware.
It doesn't feel very self-aware, but you see a lot of actors who kind of are self-aware in it. Like, Will Wheaton was in it. You saw Kelly Clarkson.
Or Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly Osbourne, not Kelly Clarkson. I'm sorry, Kelly Clarkson. I didn't mean it.
She's too smart to make something like that.
I can't even remember his name. Some comedian guy. God, I can't remember who he is for the life of me.
I thought there was gonna be like more cameos. I
feel like we might have missed some.
Or probably didn't know who they were.
Yeah. So, as for how well a movie is made, what would you rate it?
Of course, that's just on the B-movie level sake. I'm not gonna rate this with other movies.
Yeah,
sometimes I do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. With this, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do my B-movie level. Well, it's not bad. I would say, like, I want to give it like maybe like a 7. Just on a B-movie. Just B-movies. You know, crappy B-movie level. Yeah. But like, at some point, like the CG didn't look terrible. It was overall really bad most of the time. But
there were parts where the CG actually looked pretty good.
Like, especially when it was cutting a shark, like it still looked fake, but like it looked cool. It looked like he was actually like.
There's a part where a shark was on fire, and that looked pretty cool.
That was kind of cool. Like,
it
was like a nanosecond.
You gotta remember, I'm looking at this through drunk goggles, but you know, it looked okay.
Cool. See a shark on fire.
I'd probably give it about a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was entertaining. I laughed a lot. We had fun with it, at least. Which is more than what we can say for a lot of drunk reviews.
Oh, yeah.
So, for how much you enjoyed it, what would you say?
It was short, luckily. I mean, there was a few times where it had me just... I think one time I had me busting up laughing. I enjoyed it pretty well. I'd maybe watch it again, just to show someone, like, hey, you seen Sharknado 1? Well, here's Sharknado 2. I'd watch it again. I'd say maybe, give it an 8, actually. It's pretty fun with it.
Honestly, I mean, like, for me, just drinking, I honestly had a lot of fun with this movie.
The drinking factor.
I'd probably give this, like, a 9, because out of all of the drunk reviews we've done, I feel like this is one of the better ones. Like, this is one where I actually enjoyed myself watching this movie. Like,
I bet you anything, the Skin Deep one, which I legitimately enjoyed, I at least said, like, it was pretty fun. I give it a 6. I don't even know what I gave.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I'd say this is second only to Skin Deep as far as, like, drunk reviews go. I enjoyed it. I had fun. We spent a lot of time laughing. We riffed on it a lot, but it was a fun movie. Like, I think they learned a lot from the first Sharknado, and they realized, like, the parts that people enjoyed and the parts people didn't, which was, you know, the long, boring parts.
Yeah, that was a good thing about the movie. It was like, there was always something going. It was always going. Like, it wasn't really super boring. I mean,
that was the problem with the first one, was it was just so boring.
Yeah, I would recommend it for B-movie viewing
If
pleasure.
you're a B-movie fan, it's
one of the few times I'll recommend Asylum.
You recommend Asylum a lot, actually.
Just their percentage, though, of like movies they made, that what I would actually say, hey, watch this, is very, very, very low.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's like masochist factor where you're just like, hey, if you hate yourself, watch this. You know.
A lot of the time we're making fun of New York, just like, hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, forget about it.
Bada bing.
Hey.
Like that's awful because I've never been to New York, but
yeah, just stereotyping generalizing.
it was kind of fun.
I'd like to imagine if I do go there, like half the things I'm hearing on the city streets is just hey,
bada bing.
Hey. I'm gonna hear random cell phone conversation, just you know.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
We're bad people.
We are. We're horrible.
I love New York.
So it's like a stereotype that New Yorkers don't get along with each other.
Yeah, it's very.
And they don't like each other. They're jerks. They're rude to each other. But when disaster hits, suddenly they're like they're like this. They're
you got an army.
Yeah, you mess with one of them, you get all of them. So it's weird to me. Is that, if anybody from New York watches this, is that true? Like, is that how things work?
It's like I always call it the orc mentality. It's like, if they're alone by themselves, they're all gonna fight each other. But if some outsider comes in, messes with them, they're all just gonna team up and just kill that guy, then they're gonna go back to fighting each other.
You're comparing an entire city to a fantasy race.
Hey, it's not my fault, that's how they work. Sharknado over yet?
Sharknado's never over.
Well, third one, so...
Yeah, there's a third one coming out. It's a real thing. Well, we have been Dinosaurs. This has been a drunk review.
We have been Dinosaurs.
We have been Dinosaurs.
Is that the new website name now?
No, that's the ending. Like, we are dinosaurs at the beginning, but then we have been dinosaurs. Just shut up, dude. Like, why do you gotta second guess everything?
We have...
Sharknado Dance Party?
We might.
Go, 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 go. Run away from the Sharknado. My hit your brain is go, go, go. Don't wanna get eaten by Sharknado. Fire by them I see that Sharknado coming for me. I can't run, I can't hide, I just don't wanna die. Sharknado, Sharknado.
Okay, Tristan. My best to send another review, but if you could make a shark movie, what would your shark movie be?
I wouldn't make it. I would take the money and run away to Mexico.
Good plan. Yeah, I taught you well. I would make a movie called Shark for All or something else to play off of Free for All, where all sharks turn on each other, and I don't know, but the story is viewed from maybe some sharkologists. I don't know, but just the sharks just start fighting each other. It's just an excuse so sharks can fight each other. That's all the movie's just gonna be an excuse for.
My plan was way better.
But some of them could be like robotic, like some of them can be Sharktopussy, so.
Sharktopussy?
Yeah.
That's the next James Bond movie, actually. Sharktopussy.
The sequel of Octopussy. Sharktopussy.
It's gonna be made by Sippy.